Hi guys, so from the title you can see I'm going to do the how I did my makeup, and I might do my hair a little bit like I did in school as well. Although, I don't know, I went through so many stages. I'm running on like 2 hours sleep, so if I seem a bit like jibby jabbery in this video, that would be why. But yeah, so I went through many stages throughout school. Now my actual makeup to school was basically as much as I could possibly wear without getting in trouble, because we weren't actually supposed to wear makeup to school. So I didn't really want to just do that. But I used to at the age of like 15, 16, so that's like in England, that's like when you're in like your last few years of school before you go to like college or whatever. I used to go out like in the evenings after school with my friends and to see like guys and to parties and things, because I was just 16 and that age was lots of like sweet 16 parties and stuff. So I thought I would do like a going out edition or an evening edition because I thought it'd be much funnier. Now I went through many stages, but I had this specific picture in mind, and if I can find it on my hard drive I'll like insert it here, or maybe in a cutaway, whatever you can see more of. Or I have a couple actually of me and my friends, and there's like one night and we're going out, but I used to wear my makeup like this quite often, but I remember this specific picture and it just haunts me. And there's a few others that I remember, like I'll kind of explain as I go because I don't want this to be too long. But the first thing I'm going to use is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now I didn't use Estee Lauder when I was 16. The most expensive one foundation I would have used. Actually, I went through using that mousse, was it like Maybelline mousse or something, which just cracked on your face and looked disgusting. But I think maybe at 16 I was using Revlon Colour Stay, because I was just getting into doing YouTube at this point, but the photo I'm thinking of I wasn't quite, so we'll say I used the mousse. But basically the reason I picked the Estee Lauder is because it's too orange for me, and obviously when I was growing up YouTube wasn't a thing, and it was just becoming a thing obviously, and I was in school, but I didn't know there was makeup videos, not until I left school. And so my mum wasn't really into makeup, so we just kind of learnt from each other and from like guessing from looking at things. I didn't know you had to colour match yourself, and I also didn't know you had to make makeup go below your face. So I literally used to do this. I never used to blend it. I was one of those people. Look how much orange this is for me as well. I hope you can appreciate on my face. Sorry, I'm going to have to put a mirror here. This is a bit of a rough video, but I wanted to make it chatty because I'm not a makeup person, like as in a makeup guru who actually knows what they're doing anymore. I feel like drowned in all these new makeup techniques. So that's the foundation, and then concealer wise I've literally got it in here. Face. I never used to again match my concealer with my foundation. It always used to be lighter or sometimes darker, but I did used to do concealer under my eyes. That's one thing I used to do. If anything, I went mad on the foundation because I had really bad skin in school. I had bad acne, and I got it when I was really young. I actually went on Roaccutane twice. If you want a video on that, let me know. I did do a video about my Roaccutane when I was using it, but it was a really bad video, like really old, when I was literally just starting YouTube. So that is not up anymore. So I tried everything. So I used to go all out with the foundation and concealer, which made everything look worse, but that's what I did. So, I mean, this is better than what I look like in school. And then I did use the powder. I understood powder because I saw it in the shops. So the powder I'm just going to use is just one that I have now. Again, I'm running on like a few things that I have here. I would have used something slightly more powdery than this, but I'm going to combat that by using a blusher brush and like really packing it on. And you know, like, I didn't realise that there were ways to get, I can literally see the powder in the air. I'm using my viewfinder for this for a second, so sorry that I'm not looking at you guys, but what was I going to say? Yeah, I didn't realise you could get rid of, you know, facial hair. And we all get the old peach fuzz, as they call it. Well, most of us do. And I was like a natural blonde, and mine is blonde, so it's not so bad, and it wasn't as bad in school as now I'm aging that it is. But it was there, and the more product you put on it, the worse it gets. But I have like very naturally, it's not so bad these days, but I had very naturally oily skin. So this is, I mean, It's better than it looked in school. I can tell you that much. But I will try and insert some photos of what my face looked like throughout the school years, and I'll probably try and do that in a blog post as well, so you can see. But yeah, so then I'm going to just sort out my lips while I'm here. I did used to wear like, remember Barry M101 Marshmallow? Yeah. For a while, I was on the old nude train. I'm just going to put like a tiny this on. It's just a lip smacker because it would have been a bit like a lipstick, so there was a bit of a shine. There we go. That is like, oh yes. Oh yeah, I used to think this was like the coolest look. I have so many pictures with me with like this on. Not a cool look. Didn't do my eyebrows, so this is how they are staying. And actually they're quite fitting because I haven't like plucked them in a while because I'm trying to grow them, so I leave them until they absolutely have to be plucked, and I just literally pluck the bare minimum. So that's why my eyebrows go through weird stages. Oh god, it's so horrible. Why did we do this? Not going to do eyes yet. I'm going to do eyes last because I know I would have done eyes last. So I'm going to go in with this again. Isn't the exact product I would have used, but this is definitely on the same kind of colour. So I'm going to go with this, and this is a MAC Shape the Future Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Was it Skin Finish? Yeah. This was like something that came in, like, it was like a limited edition thing I did in the summertime, and I really like this in the summertime used correctly. But I'm going to use, now I did use brushes, and I didn't really use the right ones. I had some really cheap brushes. And I'm just going to use this. It's actually a really cheap brush that I got in a set of brushes, and I like most of them, but I don't really like this one. And it's a real like heavy duty like tapered brush. So I'm going to get this like right in there. I used to put a lot of this on. Didn't really understand how you did the old bronzer thing. Didn't blend it properly, but I did used to put a lot on. So I'm just going to get that on there. Okay. And also at the time, I didn't really know about contouring the rest of the face, so I literally just did the old, because I saw that this is where it went, and I knew that it was for something. Well, I used like a bronzer as opposed to like a decent contour colour. It probably would have been more sparkly than this, to be honest. A lot of the time I used to just nick things my mum had as well, and they weren't really being used in the right place. Do you know how hard it is to like not blend your products properly and to like leave it looking rough like this and to not contour the rest of your face? It's so difficult. It's like instinct for me to just contour everything properly and not use this colour, but that would have been where I was going with it. I didn't use cream products at the time. Cream products weren't as big of a thing when I was in my teens, or I didn't know about them anyway. I'm going to use the same blush brush that I just used for my actual face powder for highlight. This is just one I got here really cheap. I don't know why I bought this, but I'm glad I did now. It says too cool for school, get rid of dinosaur powder, London, New York. The reason I actually bought this is because the outer packaging looked really cool, and it was really cheap, and I was like, you know what, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to try it. So I would definitely have worn highlighter like this. I've got this picture of me when I've got like far too much makeup on. I went to a 16th birthday. It's disgusting. And I definitely knew to like highlight certain places because I didn't know about contouring and highlighting. I just knew that I wanted to have a shiny face. Look how white this is. I wouldn't have left it quite like that though, but I'm not being funny. This isn't far off. I mean, this is getting better because it's now looking just terrible. Blusher wise, I'm gonna go with the Sleek blusher. Anything I would have gone with actually would have been like pink, more pinkier, probably. I didn't really understand the whole tapping things off, and I'm a very heavy-handed person in everything I do. So in makeup, I am very heavy-handed. And I didn't, like, now I've kind of learned my face shape and where, well, I think I have. I think my makeup looks alright when I do it these days, like where the blusher should go. But I used to bring it in so far into like my face. No! I just broke my Sleek. Oh, there's loads on the floor. Shan's gonna be grumpy when he comes back and he sees them. I'll have to clean it. I'm so sad that I just broke that. I love this blusher. I've had it for so long as well. Oh well, it's just an excuse to get a new one when I go home. Okay, I think that that's probably good for blusher. Wow, I have so much on my face right now. It's making me want to scratch it all off. Now this was probably in my, I was like just watching YouTube videos, and I used to use like, this isn't the 120 palette, this is just another really cheap palette that I found. And it's actually got more than 120 shadows. And I used to experiment with all sorts of colours. Now I don't know whether I'm going to go with bluey or reddy. I might go with the red kind of pinky tones because that would be more freaky. Yeah, let's do that. So, if you remember, Collection, as they're now called, but Collection 2000, when I was 15, 16, they used to have these like dazzle dusts, they were called. And I used to get the most absurd colours. And I used to basically get a white eyeshadow and put it on the inner part of my eye, because I know that that would highlight my eyes, and that's definitely what you're supposed to do. I'm just going to put that all over the lid because that's how I totally would have packed it on like this as well. And that's just the beginning, because I loved glitter. And also, yes, I used to do my eyeshadow with glitter and pigment after doing my face makeup. Don't ask me why. Like, common sense would tell you to not do that. I don't have the exact colour, but this is more of a pinky tone. But this, like, I'm telling you, there was like straight up red. If you remember, like if you were my age and you were just into the beauty world at my age, or you're a YouTuber who is around my age, or just a YouTuber in general who was like on YouTube in like what, 2008 maybe, you would know. 2007. The Dazzle Dusts from Collection. Now I did blend, don't get me wrong, I just didn't understand that you should not wear white and then a straight up bright colour like this. Like, I feel like I look like an old lady, like Pat from EastEnders or something. And then using that same blending brush, because I didn't have that many brushes and I definitely used to do this, just used to put the same white above it and not blend it, but I think that looks great. This is just the beginning, like I said. Be prepared for epic, what is it called? If Shan turns up now, like if he just gets home out, he's going to be like, what the hell are you doing? This is another thing I did, by the way. Didn't really understand the whole like evening out. So if my eyeshadow was not even, that was not a problem, as it isn't now. I mean, this brings out the blue in my eyes quite a lot. Maybe I should go back to the old crazy pink days. Okay, now this is where things get more crazy, but I don't have exactly the right things. I would have gone with a glitter when I went out. Now this is a bit too silver, but I'm going to put it on anyway, because if I had this around, I would have. I went through a stage wearing glitter liners, but this is just straight up glitter, and I'm going to use the same pink brush, because again, I didn't have a lot of brushes and I wouldn't have cared too much anyway. Right, okay, and do you remember Midnight Cowboy Rides Again? That's what this is making me think of. It's basically just falling down my face. But you know what I would have done? You're gonna like die when you see this happen. I do not do this anymore, but as a young teen, I literally would have just licked my brush. I'm not joking. I didn't understand the importance of hygiene. If I get an eye infection now, yes. Oh yes. Now let's just get rid of that like crazy. Okay. Well, that is not moving anywhere. Beautiful. I hope you can appreciate this. I'm going to take some lovely photos, but can you see the glitter everywhere? Okay, let's relick. This is not a fun experience. But I'm being honest, this is like a bit of a glittery powder. I can't really show you now, I've taken it off, but it's like, it is kind of like the Dazzle Dust, but not quite as bright. So I'm just going to add that over the top and see if it adds anything. I didn't know the flick. Now, I always wear a flick these days, but I didn't. It's weird to remember a day where I didn't have a flick. I'm quite happy because this one went a bit wrong. Like, there's like this black splodge, which I was zooming in on, but I would have just left that. And then what I used to do is get black eyeliner, close my eye, hope for the best. Yes. Oh, this is just taking me back. This does not in any way compliment my eyes. It just makes them look so much smaller. You know, people say that, and like, I never used to really like believe them or really think it made much of a difference, but oh my. I look like a boiled egg. Like, eyebrows make such a difference. I look so freaky. I'm just putting a bit more mascara. I did actually used to use these back in the day, and I'm using it again now. I don't use the white bit, I just bought a really cheap mascara because, I mean, unless I buy high end, any mascara looks about the same on my eyes, so I don't really care right now. Oh my god, I look so much like I did back in the day. I genuinely went through a stage of wearing concealer on my lips too. Now this, oh my, look, just like, hang on, I'm gonna get a few of these like sexy shots that makeup people do. Eyes, check out the eyebrows. Right, I never even used to brush them, so this is pretty accurate. They'd probably be a bit more like this, right? And actually at this age they were a bit thinner because I used to overpluck them, but I was not going to do that for the video. What? I just completely stuttered. I genuinely think that my boyfriend, fiance, could do a better job than this. This is the old eyeshadow. Like I say, this would have been between 13 and 16. I know that's mad, but I used to experiment with makeup a lot. But in my partying, going out days, when I used to go around friends' houses for parties, or we used to have like girl nights in, yeah, the lips really compliment. At the time I had braces. The contour, again, some sexy contour shots. Can you see the line? I hope you can tell the difference between skin. Oh, you can't really. My skin and foundation, I think I put too much powder on. Do you know what? I really enjoy doing this. I want to do more makeup-y videos like this, like silly things like what I did when I was in school, or, you know, Boyfriend Does Our Makeup is an old classic, but I really like the Boyfriend Does My Makeup challenge. So yeah, let me know if you've done this, or if you liked this, and if you want me to do more silly videos like this as well, adding into my other videos. And if you want to see any other like school makeup looks I did, because this is not the only one. I can show you my natural school makeup everyday look. Sorry, I'm being really rude and unprofessional, but I'm repackaging my stuff really quickly to make sure I don't forget anything. Yeah, or if you want to see my scene makeup or hair and those sorts of things. I don't really know what I would have done with my hair at this stage. Anyway, don't forget to give this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with a friend, as ridiculous as I look. I wouldn't mind, because it would be fun if they subscribe too. Leave me a comment down below from any of the things I said, or just let me know how you're doing, because that'd be fun. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss a lovely video like this. I've literally got glitter in this eye. Maybe this is why I ended up wearing glasses, because I used to put so much glitter on my eyes and it blinded me, because I can literally feel the chunks. And I don't remember what else I haven't said. Share, like, comment, subscribe. That's all of them. And go and check out my Etsy store, because I have an Etsy store. Links are all down below. Check out my blog for pictures of me as a young spring chicken. And I will see you all in my next video.